Well, welcome back everybody. This is Fisherman's Chronicles. We're out here, we're going to catch some fish. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm back out. I remembered my cameras this time. I'm so happy about that. You know, I'm having a third camera back there. We're upgrading the cinematography here and it's going to be a great day. I came out here for the first time since 2023 the other day and I had a blast. Tons of fish, huge halibut, released huge halibut, big lingcod, rockfish, everything. And today we're looking for more of the same. Today I want to try something special. You know, I've caught most fish out here a variety of different ways, and today we're going to try a style that is near and dear to my heart, that no one out here tries, and that I think is going to be a lot of fun. And so stay tuned for that. First things first, let's see if we can catch some bait. So I got a sabiki here, these little shrimp flies, and you can see on the fish finder I'm marking a bunch of bait. Not really quite sure what it is, but we'll find out. Just grab this and give it a flick behind me. I'm headed out quite a ways, you know, over a mile out, and so there'll be plenty of time to pick up some bait. So I'm not really gonna stop, because worst case I think we'll find some out there. Well, I made it all the way out to where I want to fish and not a single bait fish, which is atypical but happens. I'm not stressing too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the sabiki and just put it right here behind me, basically just barely in the water, just like that. A lot of times a smelt will swim by and grab that, you know, even if it's right next to the kayak. They don't care. And if nothing hits this in 10 minutes, I'll put it 15 or 20 feet down and I'll have it hang out there for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you know what, part of the beauty of fishing here is that lures work really well, even as good as live bait actually. And that brings me to my next point. Let's start fishing, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do that's different than normal. And here it is. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a hand line, and on the end of the hand line is a swim bait. We're going to be swim bait hand line fishing for halibut, lingcod, rockfish, and whatever else that wants to bite today. So that's very, very exciting. This is a style that I've done a couple times in Costa Rica, and this is also how I grew up fishing in Mexico a long time ago. Not with lures, I used bait at the end, and not with this, what we call a yo-yo, but with it was a Coke bottle, and around the bottle I just had some monofilament line like I have on here. And so the setup is basically this 40-pound leader going to this 1-ounce jig head with a 5-inch swim bait connected to the main line with this swivel, and then we have 80-pound monofilament as the main line. Why so heavy? Because I'm going to be pulling it with my hands, and so if I catch a big fish, using a thicker line will prevent my hands from being cut. If I use something too thin, it can slice through my fingers like butter, and I do not want that. And you'll also notice that this hand line has one side that juts straight out right here and one side that's curved. That's important because you want to cast, the line's going to come out of the side that's curved, and that's also going to be our drag method. And so when a fish takes and is fighting us and it wants to pull a drag, say the fish is pulling from this way over here, I'll grab the hand line, I'll turn it so it's perpendicular to the fish, and I'll use my thumb like this to stop it while still giving it line. So it's basically a manual drag system. Very fun. Grab a little bit of line. I'm just gonna wind this up. And as I cast, I'm gonna turn this that way so it lets the line out. It doesn't cast super far. We'll also dial it in. You know, it's much easier to cast while you're standing, but while the swim bait sinks, I can back up a little bit, and that'll give me a little bit more space to retrieve it. So it's on the bottom now. This is gonna be interesting. Quick reels up, let it sink back down, and I'm trying to keep it tight the whole time so that if a fish bites, I can feel it and I can set the hook just like that. There we go, line slack. GoPro, start recording. I'm on the swim bait here. So I was casting the swim bait. I think I got a halibut already. First cast on the swim bait with the rod. Basically, I'm trying to determine which way I should be casting the hand line, because you want to be casting with the current, and sometimes it's hard to tell which way that is. So you give it a little cast with a rod, which is something I'm used to get a feel of what I should be doing with the hand line. And really, this cast was just meant to be testing out where I should cast, and we're already hooked up. And it feels like a halibut to me. Pretty heavy at that. Look at that rod bend. Wow. First cast of the day with the rod. Yeah, halibut. Look at that guy. Not huge, but not small by any means. Maybe 28, 29 inches. There we go, hook is out. There's the first fish of the day right there. Woo! Nice halibut. All right, buddy. There he goes. Well, that is not the worst start in the world. Let's see, I'm gonna cast this again because I actually didn't even find out what I wanted to find out for the hand line. I need to basically bounce this on the bottom a couple of times to determine which way I should be casting. So if you're facing the wrong way, it'll take a really long time for the swim bait to bounce the bottom because you'll be moving away from it. So you actually want to cast in the direction that the current's taking you, and that's what I'm determining right now before whipping the hand line back out. See if we can have one swim bait rod cast without getting bit. Oh, I'm on the drop. What the heck? All right. Oh my goodness. Rockfish maybe? Yeah, rockfish. Wow. Well, never thought I'd say this, but I need to not catch fish on the swim bait for a second. 2 casts, 2 fish, 2 species. See you later, buddy. There he goes. All right. Please don't get bit. Wow. Never heard myself say that. Look, you can see the rockfish on the fish finder swimming back down all the way to the bottom, and it just arrived to its home at 49.5 feet deep. So happy days, happy days. Okay, see, it's taking a long time for the swim bait to thump back down. So I think the current is taking me this way. So I'll turn my kayak around, I'll cast a hand line this way. Yeah, it just hit the bottom. So usually it'll take 2 seconds, and this one took about 8 for the swim bait to go up and complete its full arch back down. Let me make sure it is indeed taking me this way. There we go, look, reel, 1, 2, 3, thump. Reel, 1, 2, 3, 4, thump. There you go. That's good. I need to cast this way with the hand line. All right, hand line time. Enough catching a fish on the rod. That's old fashioned. The hand line was in prehistory, then it got outdated for a while, but it's back, baby. We're bringing the hand line back. It is hard to cast this thing while sitting, I'll tell you that. All right, we're on bottom. Man, this is exciting. There we go. That was a thump. Not a bite, but I can feel it thumping the bottom at the right speed now. Oh, looks like we got a live bait. Ooh. Smelt. Hook through the nose. Ouch. Hook through my finger. Almost. Hook in the butt. Get him in the water. 10-ounce sinker going on this slider. And here's our friend looking pretty fresh and lively. I would like to catch something better. Those big smelt, I like them for lingcod. I don't love them for halibut, although I did catch my biggest halibut on one of those huge smelt. But I don't know, I feel like they don't get bit as much by the halibut. I'd rather have a smaller smelt or a sardine or a mackerel. So Sabiki's still down there trying to do some work. We're back on the Handline. I mean, I'm just gonna cast this until I can kind of dial it in. Hopefully you can pick up a fish on it. That'd be pretty cool. Fin on the surface over there. Fin flapping on the surface over there. I think it's a mola mola or sunfish. Those guys have given me scares in the past. You just see a little fin, but it's much too small to be a shark, and also it's flopping like that. I think it's one of those ocean sunfish. Really cool fish to see out here. Haven't seen one in a long time, and they get huge. They can weigh like thousands of pounds. Seen some pictures of divers diving with them. Holy moly, gigantic. So here's the situation. I've really tried to get one on the Handline today, but as the day's gone on, the current has picked up, and since I can't cast a Handline very far, my kayak keeps catching up to where the swim bait lands before I really get a chance to retrieve it a lot. So I'm not being able to actually bounce it on the bottom a lot. I wasn't accounting for that, although it makes perfect sense. And so I think the Handline's really gonna be a very early morning thing. And so for that reason, for today, we're gonna switch back to the rod, see if we can get one that way. And this Handline business is not over. It'll be back when I will get some fish on that Handline. But for now, back to the rod. Oh no. Oh, I just missed one. It's been... I'm on. No, I came off again. It's been super dry. I mean, I literally have only had bites in the first 2 casts of the day, and then nothing the rest of the day. Finally got bit, and oh, come on. I just got bit again. 2 casts after missing the last bite, and I missed this one again. Maybe it's this on the fish finder here. Oh no, this is my swim bait. Look. Yeah, that's my swim bait bouncing up and down. Doesn't... Oh no, yeah, there's something right by it. Look, something's coming up off the bottom to check it out. Let's see. Ah. GoPro, start recording. Fish on the smelt. Probably a lingcod. Feels pretty decent. I'm almost sure it's a lingcod, and this is a minute after I missed those swim bait bites. So maybe it was this guy. Yeah, that's a big old lingcod. Oh, no. It's a medium to small old lingcod. And there you have it. Beautiful lingcod. Real. Ate that smelt, gobbled it up. There he goes. Look, coughed something up. Oh, it looks some kind of weird shrimp. I don't know. Wow. That seagull already got the shrimp that the lingcod coughed up, and now A couple more are coming here. That's crazy. I mean, that shrimp was coughed up 10 seconds ago and the seagulls already spotted it and ate it. We got another fresh smelt here. Woo. Send him back. Nice and lively. Ready? We're gonna get bit now. This rod's about to get bit. Oh, never mind. GoPro, start recording. Well, I was right and wrong. This fish surfaced on the fish finder, and I thought he was checking out this rod, but he's checking out my swim bait. Ooh, and I think it's a nice, well, I don't know. I was gonna say a nice halibut. I'm not, yeah, I think it is that's a halibut. Not sure about the size. I don't think it's too big. But, oh, nice halibut, yeah. Oh, very pretty halibut. Maybe in the 24-inch range. So yeah, this guy appeared on the fish finder. I saw him swim up, and I thought he was gonna go after this bait, but he bit the swim bait. Beautiful fish. Second halibut of the day. Look at that. Really, really nice fish. Look, it has those light spots. Not all of them have the light spots. I feel like it's the younger ones. I really like those light spots. Very, very, very beautiful fish. All right, buddy. There he goes. Beautiful. Yes, fish on. Rockfish. Beautiful rockfish. Holy crap. I had the sabiki down. I didn't realize I caught a whole family of rockfish here. All right, the biggest one of them all. That's the black rockfish. These are all, oh, the other ones came off, but I mean, there were at least 4 on there. There he goes. Ooh, yeah. GoPro, start recording. Fish on. Very weird. I think it's a halibut. A lot of head shakes. And yeah, now the weight's on there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a halibut. Yeah, it's a halibut. Yes, it is. I see him. He just coughed something up. Oh my God. Big halibut. Man, that is a nice fish. Look at this, guys. Oh, it's not that big. Oh, damn. He looked big a second ago. Well, we love him nonetheless. Thanks for biting, buddy. Wow. Very aggressive halibut. I feel like this guy did way more head shakes than the average halibut does, so kudos to you, buddy. You want to live, and live you will. Come here. He is feistier than the average halibut, I will say. I like that. You know, this is a halibut with character. A halibut that knows what it wants. How refreshing. There he is, folks. Beautiful fish. All right, buddy. There he goes. Yeah, fish on. Ah. This is another halibut. Maybe 5 minutes after the last one. Yeah, halibut. Little one. Might even be a shaker. Ugh. Feisty too, though. It's like I ran into a school of military halibut or something. There we go. And this is a male halibut. You can tell because of that white stuff that's now crawling down my hand. Yikes. But there you go. He got a little excited. Oof, okay. You win, buddy. I'm letting you go. I don't know, you know? Some people like feet, some halibut like hooks. What can I say? Terrible start. I'm sure I just got bit on the swim bait. On the Handline swim bait, come on. Oftentimes these fish come back. Pulled my swim bait back. This is how it looks, so gotta fix it. We definitely got bit. Definitely got bit. Come on. I just missed another one. Felt it, but then it's very hard to set the hook and then reel down on it while keeping tension on the line. This is going to take some practice. This is an art right here. I'm on. No. Yes. GoPro, start recording. Okay, I'm on the Handline. Something small, but I'm on. I think it's a rockfish. Wow. Rockfish on the Handline. Whoa. Boom. First Handline fish. Oh. And it was a grind. Man, that feels so good. I mean, you know, I've literally been at it maybe an hour and a half. I'm standing up, cold, just casting this thing over and over, and boom, a beautiful rockfish to show for it. Ha ha, swim bait Handline. All right, buddy, there he goes. Oh, awesome. That actually makes me so happy. Thank you very much for watching my video, everybody. Say hi to Jack. Thanks for tagging along. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like it, and I'll see you next time. Tight lines. See you, Jack.